It feels like the first time. Feels like the very first time. Seems like forever since I've done a video. It's been 3.5 weeks. Next on Heels and Quads.
Tommy and Levi are taking full control. Screaming vocals, thunderous bass, and crushing beats. Heels and Quads Media, where the metal scene.
Welcome back, Heels and Quads Media. Here on YouTube, I'm Tommy, and I'm back after a long hiatus. Longer than I wanted it to be, but I just felt like it was time I took a little break. But I'm back with another Spinning Saturday, even though it's going to be released a little early on a Friday. But I'm going to try to get back into the swing of doing one of these at least every couple of weeks. I've got a long list of vinyl records to get through, and I'm not going to get through it unless I start doing it now. So, I've got 4 today. I'm going to split it up, obviously, like I usually do. I've got one from 83, or I've got one from technically 66. It's a repress, though, from 81, but it's a special repress. I've got a 78, I've got an 83, and an 84. And I'm going to start, we're going to go backwards this week, because usually when I've done this before, in the past, I've done it from chronological order from, earliest to latest. So, but we're going to go reverse. So from 1984, hello Los Angeles, we are the Scorpions. Love at First Sting. Surprised I didn't have this already, but I'd been watching a couple of different versions of this on eBay and finally pulled the trigger on it because, let's face it, I'm cheap, and if I can get a deal, we're going to take it. Obviously, this is known for Rock You Like a Hurricane, Big City Nights, and Still Loving You. Great album, great sound. Scorpions. Love at First Sting. Moving on, because I feel like I'm going to talk a little more about a couple of these. Scorpions, that's just kind of like, it feels like it needed to be in my collection. Next up, from 1983, Chrysalis Records, Billy fucking Idol, Rebel Yell. Another one I'd been eyeing for quite some time, probably about, I'd say at least 6 or 7 months. And then, they announced the repressing with the deluxe edition, the 2 vinyl with the demos and all that. I didn't want that because, like I said before, if I can get an original pressing for a good price, I'm going to take that every day, all day, over a repress 180 gram. I'm not knocking the 180 gram sound. It sounds good, but it's just, I don't know, something about it just doesn't sit right. And it doesn't sit right on my record player, which is a freaking 1971 Magnavox console stereo. So this, of course, title track, Rebel Yell, Flesh for Fantasy, Eyes Without a Face. But the cool thing about this one was, and I didn't know this until after it got here, and I looked to see what pressing it was. And this thing is in pretty decent shape for what it is, but it is if you can see it down here, where is it? Right there. CRC, so it's a Record Club press. And what else was it? There was something else on this that was really strange. Oh, here it is. I don't know if you can see it on this, but there's a stamp on this. And I don't know if that's from the wrapping, the cellophane or whatever. But there is let me see. It says CBS CO 285. CBS CO 285. So if anybody knows what that little stamp there means, let me know in the comments, because I'd like to know. And while you're at it, commenting, like this video, and subscribe. My last episode of this was actually all Kiss, and I've got another one, because I've got to finish up collecting the 78 solos unmasked to finish the original run, even though Peter's not on unmasked. And then I need Hot in the Shade, Alive 3, Smash, Thrash, and the Hits, which I feel like I gotta have that. And Carnival of Souls and Psycho Circus still. And then if I really I'll probably get Sonic Boom and Monster at some point. Anyways, so next up from 1978, the Ace Frehley solo album. Not in the best shape, but I got it for $20 on eBay, and it has the original insert, as you can see, the insert sleeve, and the big seller on this for me for $20 is the poster. My Paul did not come with the poster or the merch form, so I need the merch form for this. I need the merch form and the poster for Paul. I've got a Peter Criss sitting in my cart with everything, and hopefully I will pull the trigger on that this week. But obviously, Ace's solo album, everybody says it's the best, and I would always agree until I revisited the Paul solo album several times over in the last year, and now I'm kind of on the fence because I am a Paul guy, but I don't know if I like Paul's solo album better than Ace's. Let me know in the comments which one you like better, because chances are, if you're a Kiss fan and you listen to the solo albums, one of those two is your favorite. Alright, so next up, this was a Father's Day present, even though I bought it for myself, but, you know, it was a Father's Day present. This is an album that is loved the world over. It's probably this artist most famous for you know this album. So from 1966, this is a Japanese repress from 1981, however, is Sinatra at the Sands, featuring Count Basie and the orchestra, arranged and conducted by Quincy Jones. So this is a massive, massive album of talent. And as you can see, the OB, it says year 80, 10-year anniversary. Not sure what all that says, but this is a 81 Japanese repressing. And I've heard original pressings of this. There's a mono and a stereo original from 66. I've heard those. And this trumps anything of this album, including streaming, that I've heard. This, I don't know what it is about Japanese pressings. I don't know if they just care more or they're better equipment or what it is, but man, this copy sounds fantastic. So that's it for this week. Subscribe, like, comment. Tell me what you got this week in vinyl. Tell me what you think about these. Which one of these four are your favorite? Tell me which Kiss solo album you think is better between Ace and Paul. Have you ever listened to Sinatra at the Sands? Are you a fan of the Scorpions? Do you like Billy Idol? Again, let me know in the comments. And of course, as always, tell your friends, tell your enemies, and I'll see you next time.